Welcome to today's amazing story. You won't believe what happens next. Please stay serious while eating. No mischief. Oh dear, this peeling is really a hassle. It's such a naughty food. The husband, trying to charm more women, eats health supplements daily, while Mrs. Sly watches helplessly, reliant on her husband's support. To save her marriage, she sought out Aunt May through various means. It's said that eating her dumplings makes you instantly youthful and beautiful, just like an 18-year-old. But the filling is not what she wanders around the hospital like a vendor, pleading with doctors to help her collect treasures. She soaks ginger slices in water and expertly adds one precious gem after another. Upon closer inspection, these spectacular things even have tiny blood vessels, and Aunt May wasted no time tasting them. After consuming these, her skin is as smooth as ever. Mrs. Sly, guess my age. At first glance, I look like I'm in my 30s, but surprise, I'm already 60. My brother even calls me Aunt May. Mrs. Sly was shocked to find no sign of aging on her youthful face. She looked like a living advertisement. Mrs. Sly was convinced Aunt May knew a big business opportunity had arrived. She sprinted to the kitchen, minced treasures and pork, added cabbage and eggs, and it was done in under 30 minutes. Mrs. Sly was excited yet hesitant, with Aunt May on the side fidgeting like a bee in a bonnet. This delicacy is best when hot. Hurry up and give it a try. Finally mustering the courage, she took a bite, only to be hit by a flavour that made her gag, and the dumpling fell to the A passing dog sniffed and bolted away, while Aunt May was left heartbroken. She picked up the fallen dumpling and placed it in a flower pot, unwilling to let it go to waste. Might as well use it for fertilizer. Couldn't be better, but Mrs. Sly still felt uneasy. Knowing what's in the dumplings now makes her anxious about eating them. Eat without thinking about consequences. Forget the reasons. It's like a spell, and Mrs. Sly suddenly realizes. To save her marriage, she took another bite, her inner drama playing out, with crunching sounds filling the air. Despite the grossness, she couldn't resist swallowing the last bit. Wow. A few dumplings in, her skin actually looked. These dumplings truly have a magical effect. She began to rely on Aunt May. From then on, Aunt May frequently went to the hospital just to quickly gather her treasures. Now, Mrs. Sly no longer rejects dumplings, especially on their anniversary. She dressed up specially and looked astonishing. She even remembered to bring her husband's favorite gift, but he was utterly indifferent. The affection between them was long gone. He hurriedly handed her a check and sneaked out. Pretended to have business that night, while in reality he went to the hotel to meet his lover. Mrs. Sly knew, but felt unable to contain her curiosity. She secretly followed her husband, only to find that his meeting spot was at the hotel. Mrs. Sly didn't dare to knock, but hid outside, eavesdropping. The voices inside were like daggers to her heart. Finally, she couldn't take it anymore. She stormed out, disregarding everyone's looks, and smashed her husband's favorite delicacies. Her frustration over her husband's infidelity surged. She went back to Aunt May, pleading for help again. Aunt May warned her that collecting embryos wasn't a simple task, and time was of the essence. Looking at the shrine, panic rose in Mrs. Sly. She wondered if this method truly worked. Nevertheless, all she wanted was to be young again, urgently asking Aunt May for a quicker solution. Well, 5 to 6 months is the prettiest, with tiny moving hands and feet, while those under 100 days are just pitifully small. At 7 to 8 months, a full-termed they are too big. 5 months is just the right tenderness. Initially, she also became radiant after consuming that kind of delicacy. Aunt May's words were so tempting that Mrs. Sly's desire for beauty peaked. However, to indulge in such a delicacy, the only option is patience. Luckily, just as she left, the precious opportunity came knocking. A mother and her daughter came in tears, revealing that the stepfather had violated the daughter, resulting in an unexpected pregnancy. To avoid exposure, they had to sneak here for an abortion, as Aunt May had a bit of a reputation in this field. The child in the girl's womb was exactly 5 months old, and Aunt May was calculating. She thought this was an exceptionally valuable treasure, such a sudden demand. Facing their pleas, Aunt May pretended to be hesitant, agreeing but stating she would take responsibility for everything. The mother reluctantly agreed for her daughter's future, and soon the surgery began in Aunt May's home, yet there were no sanitary conditions whatsoever. To keep the fetus intact, the girl couldn't have anesthesia, and the agony lasted for over 10 hours.